What's up, guys? TKS Hobby back again. And I guess you can tell what I got on the bench. This is my Jato 4x4 custom build. Yeah, I know I told you guys, I think the last time I talked about this model, I was going to build it myself. And honestly, that was a little more challenging than I thought it would be because of prices for parts, which was crazy. So what I ended up actually doing was getting a slider chassis. This I got from eBay, this slider chassis. I got it from eBay. I'm gonna leave links for where I got everything that's in here so that you guys can see pretty much what you're looking at cost-wise if you build this. And I would say this recommendation, this is one that you more likely to have success keeping costs down if you already have electronics. Like I already had this 3S system that I got in here, the 4S. This is actually a 2 to 4S system. As you can see, this is that Hobby Wing Gen 2 120 amp ESC with the 3660. You can see it, 3660 can, 3150 kV motor, and I got Mod 1 gearing in this. As you can see, I've changed the drive shaft to aluminum. I did obviously have to buy the tires. That was like $45. Way better than going to the Traxxas site and buying the tires. I think on Traxxas website, they $29 a set. That's crazy. So now you out more than $60 on tires. But like I said, you'll find some deals on eBay. We know that. But even with that, part by part, as you break it down, and I kept filling up my cart with the parts and everything, and I was like, well, man, and then I kept saying that, well, I still don't have this, and I still don't have that, and I was always coming out over the cost of buying the ready to run. But when I went ahead on and settled on buying this slider chassis, I bought this, and like I said, I'm gonna share links for where I got everything at, and that was actually the road. Like, even with having my own electronics, when I shook down all the parts just to build the rolling chassis, just to put together a kit, I was coming out way past what I wanted to spend. So with the electronics, I even ended up running it on my Radio Link radio, and it has built in, Traxxas calls it TSM, and Arma calls it stability management. I'm gonna call it what Radio Link call it, gyro stability. It's got a gyro in it, so it's built into the receiver. So I put that in here, and like I said, I had these here electronics. I put those in. This is Savox Servo, waterproof servo. It's the plastic case one. It has a part number. I would have to look it up. Like I said, I'm gonna share. Got it plugged to a 3S battery because I'm gonna do a quick power demonstration. But it ended up making more sense going this way. So while I'm talking about that fact that it made more sense to do it this way, I'm gonna put it up here on the stand, and we're gonna go ahead and just do a power demonstration. Like I said, I could run this on 4S, even with that 3150 kV motor. I could truly run it on 4S, and I don't think I'd have a lot of problems. But let's just check out the power real quick. So yeah, I feel like that's plenty for this, I'm gonna just run it on 3S. I might try it out on 4S once or twice just for kicks, right? But like I said, I ended up getting the slider chassis. Came with everything except the electronics and the tires. And of course, I had to upgrade the center shaft. And like I said, I put my one gearing in here. I put that bearing adapter in here, the aluminum bearing adapter, to replace the plastic one. So, because I didn't want to have to worry about it melting, I got the aluminum mount that holds the slipper clutch and puts the motor mount plate. I bought that because I thought that if I did that, it would be easier to live without that adapter that helps you with meshing of the gears and stuff like that. So I got rid of that and I put this stuff in. Yeah, I'm tongue tied. Anyway, like I said, I ain't been on here for a while, so you guys forgive me if I'm a little bit off. But anyway, like I said, this was the more cost-effective way to go. This was far more economical to do it this way. And I did remove the battery hold down. I do have to still get that strap. But cost-wise, I'm still not at what it costs to buy the VXL 2S ready to run. I'm not there. And yes, I could have still bought it. I was gonna actually buy it, but at the time I was ready to make purchase. Fate is funny, right? I was gonna make the purchase. I didn't really want the body shell. I wanted the black body shell. Couldn't find it. Went and contacted Traxxas. They told me the reality is they don't actually sell that. That's like a dealer perk. If you're a dealer and you get a bunch of, merchandise in, a bunch of these models in, they're gonna throw that black one in, and you'll have that for your display and your personal ownership. But it will not exist for a typical customer to buy. You can't get it. You can't order the body on the website. What you can order is the Pro Graphics body that you can paint yourself. So if you can figure out what paint they use and copy their paint scheme, you can do that then. But you won't get it, just buying it. They only got green, red, and blue for this. That's just what it is. I'm actually starting to see some of the VXL parts popping up on eBay. So I don't know how that's happening. I guess somebody decided that they wanted to take the one that they had. Somebody got a hold of one, got a hold of some parts. I don't really know. It might be a scam. I don't know. Anyway, we're not gonna worry about that. Hang on one second, guys. Yeah, sorry about that. Had to step away for a second. But yeah, so this is on my radio link. Got my gyro. I guess I can show you one other thing so you know that the gyro works on this, right? And I can show you how it actually works with the radio link. So with the radio link radio, you put this, and you can turn your gyro up here, right? Everything still works. Whoops, sorry guys. See, so now I'm not holding the radio, but it definitely has the gyro on it. And then you take this, turn this button down, and you can turn it all the way off. So that's cool. Radio Link made that a lot simpler for me. TSM, I guess, is a good deal. I don't own TSM. I do have Traxxas radio with TSM compatibility. It has the space for the module, but I didn't buy it. So since I switched to Radio Link, all my cars, I can turn on the gyro capability and then they'll have gyro, but we just turned it on for this one. And like I said, I think that's really all there is to say, really. Like I said, I'm repeating myself. I'll share the link for the parts. This was the better way to go for me. I won't be able to get that black body. I'm going to get the clear Pro Graphics body that I'll paint myself, and I have the paint scheme that I want. But that's not till March. I pulled the battery hold down. I'm going to get the battery strap set up. I like the one I saw what Razor RC had. I'm hoping that will work well. I might have to do a little modification to give myself a side strap. I might come in here and in this area somewhere on the side here and take my Dremel and open up a slit, maybe right here. Come in with my Dremel right in here and open up a slit and then go on the other side of the battery, like, check this out, like right here, and put a little slit in somewhere and try strapping it down that way. We'll see what happens if I decide to do that. Anyway, I'm gonna unplug this thing. Got my adapter and all of that kind of stuff. Because I'm still using the TX60 on my ESC. I might change it. Don't know. Anyway, like I said, I was just trying to share with you what I ended up doing once I get the body and paint it. I got some paint around here. Like I said, if you're an avid hobbyist and you're gonna have electronics and stuff like that laying around and you really want to get this, my recommendation, go ahead and get that rolling chassis. You'll do better. And then you'll end up, by the time you spend everything that you would spend to have it, and you could even save, you could end up coming out cheaper. I just did a couple extra things I wanted to do, but you can even come out cheaper if you want to. If you do it right. You can come out far cheaper. Try not to let this thing roll off the table. And you'll have what you want, and you won't spend that, what is it? At the end of the day, like $380, something like that. When you get done paying taxes and all of that kind of stuff, you spend that $380, because it's $350 to buy the ready to run BL2S setup. But I didn't bother. I know I could have bought electronics and sold them and all of that kind of stuff. I could have done all that, but we ain't gonna do that. Like I said, I found this and I bought the tires and put the electronics in. Because I put the electronics in, truthfully, if you buy this roller and you don't have electronics, you're gonna end up, somewhere around that $380, maybe a little more, depending on where you get parts and stuff like that. But and of course, then you can sell stuff and that'll offset your costs. But since I didn't have that option at about the time I bought this, I figured this is the best way to go. And I'm actually a little happier because I didn't want a whole bunch of parts and stuff sitting around that I couldn't sell. Right? So, like that 2S system that they got, it resells. But like I said, I just chose to go a different route. Long story short, I just chose to go a different route. This is the route I went. And it worked out for me. And like I said, I'm not gonna have to deal with the body, because once you decide you want to buy another body, you know what I mean, that's $40, and then the price go up more, right? So, and then you have to settle for what they give you. So I'm gonna pay that $40, and I'm gonna have what I want. I said, man, you gotta buy paint, man. What about that? What about that cost and that stuff? But I'm an avid RC hobbyist, so I got paint and stuff just sitting around. I've learned to paint bodies, and I've learned to stretch my paint. I can paint 2 car bodies with with one can of paint. I can take one can, of my top coat and one can of my little bottom coat. I can paint 2 bodies with one can of each. And I know because I did it with my Armor up here, and I did it with my Techno right here. Those are the same color. That's how I painted them. I still got this paint left. Some of this paint is left, right? I had another car that I painted with this paint color, but I don't have it because I sold it. Otherwise, I'll show you that. But anyway, since I've only painted this body with that paint, I still have some left. And I'm going to use that and paint my body when I get it. And I didn't mean to be on here that long. I just wanted to show you this real quick. My motto, if you're not crashing, you ain't bashing. This is TKS Hobby. It's 7 below outside, y'all. Stay warm. Be safe. Be blessed. Peace.